It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we've got Jeff Okuda. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions.
It's the Lions and the Vikings.
Just ahead on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, that's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about, let's take that forward now.
Cousins looking to put it up right away. Throw left side, take it.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. To the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Ficken, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run. getting him in for 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep.
Ready, set.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind and the best.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it, and the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their...
Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Third and short yardage, Cousins. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. First down. Here's Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now, you may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And goes for a gain of 31.
That's a great job working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Garrett Griffin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have moved out in front. Well, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins caught right side. Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Now Cousins. And this is incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they pull off the season sweep. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. To throw is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Here's Chandler on second down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. 6 yards left on second down. Another run now for Nwangu. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Cousins now. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that apartment? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defense in front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
On second down, Swift. And some room to work. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Following the interception, Cousins. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, Cousins again. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Fickett, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Cousins. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start at Raymond James Stadium, an NFC South matchup between New Orleans and Tampa Bay. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And that one, all tied. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Lions to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Holding. Offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Still 3rd down.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Wisely will throw that one away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They go play action here on 1st down. He completes it to Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They got 29 yards that time.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From the gun, here's Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Cousins. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Cousins to throw it. And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Swift going to try up the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Now Cousins. Able to find Thielen. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence. defense and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Vikings, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.